Well, I didn't plan on, but I do like this talk title, though, right? Why wait for a miracle? It was called something else before, like something about miracles, and I'm thinking, I'm at the stage of my life that I just don't wait anymore. The waiting thing is highly overrated. It's just an opportunity for me to think some more and scare myself some more. So I think what it comes down to is that I love this song because it's like the Christmas miracle, if you know the story, right? The little girl and Mrs. Hannigan, which, by the way, she was in Annie, and I thought she would be Annie, but she played Mrs. Hannigan. Why? Because it's more fun to play those characters than the sweet, wonderful Annie. And she got cast in it, so I was really excited we saw her in New Mexico. What I like about this is I know it seems like she's putting off her miracle till tomorrow, but that's not what I'm hearing. And I got God bumps, so that means that something's happening here. She's not putting off how she feels to tomorrow. She is creating that reality with her imagination that says, today really sucks, but guess what? I'm going to light this whole thing. She says it, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. But she already knows for a fact that tomorrow there'll be sun. Do you know that tomorrow there'll be sun? It better be. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. Not tomorrow, she's not doing that. She's moving the cobwebs today. She's saying that there is more of an opportunity. There is a sun that lives within inside of me. There is light that lives inside of me. And though I'm saying tomorrow, tomorrow can be, and here's the other thing. What is she doing? When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, ever been there? Oh, not another gray day. And lonely, gray day, nothing wrong with those emotions before. But let me say, she says, that's gray and lonely. I stick out my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow. She's not saying, well, the sun will maybe come out tomorrow. She's saying no, with all the confidence in the world that says the sun will come out tomorrow. And because I know that, it's guaranteed because the sun is living inside of me right now, expressing anything I want in the future, past, present, it's all happening at the same time. So the imagination, we talked about that the other day, about imagination. Imagination is very childlike, is it not? I remember as a kid and you're wanting to be a pirate, you're not going, I'm going to be a pirate. And then you go, well, I don't know, am I really a good pirate? I mean, I have no background as a pirate. My dad doesn't really, I mean, is there any way to really be, you just are a pirate. And you live in this incredible imaginary world. But then you get older and you start imagining other things. What if this happens? And you use that imagination, some of us, nobody in this room, but we use that imagination for what might go wrong. And I was thinking about this idea about we're walking miracles, but those are just words. Those are just words. Unless you actually embrace them, feel them, know, and become them. I like this. Miracles seem to happen when we surrender, not when we are forcing a miracle to happen out of desperation. I remember miracles when I was little. I heard this all the time from those older folk that I now am. They would say, it's going to take a miracle. They didn't say, oh, miracles are guaranteed, man. Miracles are right here, right now. It's going to take a miracle. Oh, boy. Oh, no, it's going to, and I'm thinking to myself, it's going to take a miracle. I am, as Rita said, whatever's after I am a miracle. Every person in this room is a miracle, and I expect them now. And if I don't expect them, then I'll be living in tomorrow, tomorrow. My life will start tomorrow, tomorrow. It starts today. In this incredible moment, Eckhart Tolle, I love this. He says, accept then act. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend. Make it your ally, not your enemy. This will miraculously transform your whole life. So let's think about that for just a moment. Treat every moment as though you chose it. Ooh. Treat every moment as though you chose it. But that takes away, I will not be able to blame you. I will not be able to do that. Every moment, I love that idea. I did it the other day. It doesn't last long, mind you. It takes a lot of practice. Everywhere I was, right now, I chose to be in this moment. I chose this. What that has done for me is it's like being in the middle of a blackout in a city. There's no lights. And this idea that I choose every moment returns me to my power that has always been here. It returns me because I can get on with the business of life. And if you don't like what's going on, oh, you're going to love me. It's your Christmas present early. Change your mind. I don't want to make a decision. What if? Change your mind. God knows we've done it millions of times. I mean, if we hadn't changed our mind, we wouldn't even be here. Knowing that I am responsible for my moments allows me the power to change any circumstance and choose a life of miracles. Yeah, let's take some time to go beyond the words. It's so lovely to get up and talk about the Christmas miracle and Santa and 34th Street and all of that stuff. I was thinking of Santa this morning, and I thought to myself, he kind of duplicates that outside version of God that I grew up with in the Catholic religion. Because he sees me, he sees when I'm good, he sees when I'm bad, and the only word that comes to mind is creepy. He knows what? That's what I was taught too. He knows, and you know what the greatest thing about when I was raised in that philosophy, that God was seeing everything I did, but I didn't behave as though he was. Everyone always says that. They go, you know, it's a sin, it's a thing. And even my mom, rest herself, she would always say, you know, it's amazing. We know that we're doing that, but we still don't stop from doing it. And I said, that's because there is still a belief, and I believe this, that inside of ourselves we know the truth. And the truth is, the only person that tells Patrick if he's good or bad is Patrick. Some of you try. Some of you might try. We in our world, and I love that, Rita, it's so true. We spend so much time, I spend so much time, I don't want to go to the wee world, that don't bring everybody into the we. But here's the thing. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. But what if miracles were not really miracles, that it was just life? What if I chose today to say that everything is a miracle? I'm breathing right now. I'm a miracle. You're a miracle. I love this. I found this. I was like, quote, crazy. Have you ever went, quote, crazy? Oh my God, everywhere there's a quote. And it said, wanting a better life while staying the same. You're wanting a better life while staying the same. Oh, how nice. I want those miracles. Now, I don't want to change anything to make that happen. I want you to change, though. If I could just get you in alignment, and you know, I wish that I could say this wasn't true, but there is so much truth in it when you go to make a change. I'd make the change if you would just, you know. And so you want to make a change in your life, but you don't want to change, and I think that would be absolutely impossible. You are not too old to start over. But you are too old to keep doing what is not working. I'm going to say it again just because it's fun. You are not too old to start over. You are too old to keep doing what is not working. Has anybody ever done that? Don't be afraid. When we're in sessions, we're talking about, we bring it all up. Here's what happens when you bring up your truth, when you bring up your fear, when you bring up your lovely arrogance of life, your ego, when you put it out there. All that power that I gave over is no longer that power. So, as I'm not waiting for New Year's, as a matter of fact, I was somewhere, I think I was having coffee with a friend of mine, and I was walking down the aisle and I saw Christmas trees, this was like 2 weeks ago, inside the windows. And I said, wow, they still got their Christmas trees up. Oh, it's not Christmas yet. I've been doing a lot of parallel jumping lately, folks. So there's a place where there is no time. There's a place where there is no space, and that's where all healing takes place. That's where all miracles occur. Miracles do not take me manipulating them. I'm going to have a miracle. I'm going to manipulate it. I am a miracle. You are a miracle. Does that make sense? Yes. Does it feel good? Yes. Yeah. I think the last thing I would like to express is really I invite to fall in love with ourselves this year. Fall in love like you've never loved before. You know the kind of love I'm talking about. Oh, you're broke, you don't have a dime, and you're happy as anything. I've done that. Oh my God. With her, of course. No, isn't falling in love a wonderful thing? Let's fall in love with ourselves this year, because I remember that feeling like life is horrible, and then all of a sudden you fall in love and you're like, what happened? Did you get a raise? No. Well, Jesus. Anyway, as I close now, please take some time. No matter what has gone on in our lives, we all have a book in us, my friend. We all have been through some stuff. And this is the time to take that part of ourself and say, I do not care what you have done, where you come from, who your parents are, who your wives, husbands are, who your animals are. I don't care who you are. I just know I love you. Just like the sun will come out tomorrow. She says, I love you. Boldly, Annie says, I love you. Thank you. Namaste.